Hey everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today here on the YouTube channel, we have some more awesome content from the Cycleland Speedway from our race there this past weekend, except this time it is going to be featuring Carly and the awesome run that she had. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, maybe you just recently discovered my videos, Carly is my younger sister. She's 13 years old and she is an outlaw kart racer just like myself. She got started the exact same way that I did. At 5 years old, we put her in a cage kart because obviously I raced. She went to all the races that I ran and had that interest there, and she really wanted to try it, so we got her a cage kart at 5 years old. She kind of raced out here at our local speedway. As Carly showed more interest as she got started, we took her to some tougher racetracks like the Red Bluff Outlaws and the Cycleland Speedway. She won a few races at the Red Bluff Outlaws in the beginner box stock division, and then slowly over time she just moved up, worked her way up the ladder through the box stock, the 250 class. She held her own, won some races, and now she is in the top outlaw kart class in the sport, known as the 500cc open division. And that is truly such a big step, going from that 250 class to the open class. You go from running with kids your age to now people that have been doing it for years and years and years, and also being a female in the sport, that adds a whole nother aspect to it. Now, Carly still has only a handful of starts in the open class at the Cycleland Speedway, so every single weekend that we make the trip there, she is just really learning, and she's like a sponge. She's absorbing everything. Starting out the night in qualifying, she's figuring out kind of how to go quicker and quicker, how to drive the race car, open up your entry, and carry as much speed as possible. And then she's also learning how to get through the heat race. At the beginning of the season, when Cycleland opened up in May, she was kind of struggling to make the A-main event, but now she's at the point where she's starting up front in the heat race and transferring through. So at Cycleland on Saturday, she laid down a pretty good qualifying lap out of 32 opens. I believe she was 10th or 11th quick. That set her up to start front row outside of her heat race, which she ended up running second. Now, she had a solid heat race. There was a few times where I thought she might be able to get the leader, but like I said, she came home second. Got a little bit of a Christmas gift though. The leader was light at the scales, and so she ended up winning the heat. So she got the credit for winning the heat race, and with the format at Cycleland, the heat race winners start on the front row of the A-main event ahead of the dash cars, and then if you make the trophy dash, the top 6 qualifiers, those guys don't have to run a heat race. They're automatically locked into the A-main event. So you gotta think, Cycleland, the toughest outdoor track in the country for outlaw karts. There was 32 opens. That's a fairly good car count, especially with the, the weather conditions that we had. It was so hot, usually not as many people show up. But in total, they still had like 160 outlaw karts in the pit area, so that was awesome to see. But anyway, she had some of the best in the country starting right behind her, and she has like less than 10 starts. She's a 13-year-old female in the outlaw kart sport trying to figure out the open division, and she was on the pole. So when I found out Carly was going to be on the pole of the open A-main event, I immediately went over to her and gave her some advice. The main thing I told her was, look, if you can get a good start and get out front, it's going to be tough to get past you. You might be able to lead some laps early, and you are at some point going to have to race others. But I know from experience, I remember the first time I was on the front row of an open A-main event at the Red Bluff Outlaws or at the Cycleland Speedway, and I did not get a good start. They start flying by you on both sides. It's just crazy how quickly you can fall back. So I really preached to her, get a good start. I knew if she could do that, she could get out front and make some really good laps. I totally believed in Carly. I know that there's probably quite a few Carly Holmes fans in the audience watching today's video. One thing I'm going to put out there, I am Carly's biggest fan. I want her to succeed more than anything. And as much as I wanted to beat her during this open A-main event, you guys have probably already seen my vlog where I just did not have a good A-main event myself. I really wanted to see Carly run up front and hold her own against some of the best in outlaw karts. So anyway, I don't want to spoil her result yet. You guys can watch the GoPro for yourself. But real quick at Cycleland, I did get a word with Carly before she rolled out on the pole for the open A-main event. Down here in Carly's pit, we're about to get a word with her before she rolls off for the open A-main event. Carly is going to start on the pole for the first time in her career here at Cycleland. All right, Carly, starting up front in the open A-main event. A lot of good guys right behind you. What are your thoughts?
It's a little nerve-wracking. I think if I just hit my marks and I can stay up front, I'll be consistent.
All right, have fun. Do a good job. You hit your mark. Hit your marks every time. Hey, you can do this. Pretend like you're racing against your brother.
So that was awesome to see. One of the cool things about Cycleland is if you're a crew member, you can roll into the infield and you can actually watch from the infield there because they have the hot pit if someone needs to come in and get something fixed. Well, you guys saw the troubles that I had during the A, so I pulled in the infield and I got to watch the last few laps from there, and watching Carly run right there in the top 5 with those guys. They had a few cars in front of her really working the bottom side of the racetrack. She was still continuing to really run up by the wall. She did a fantastic job. So what an awesome run for her. I really hope we can race a lot more in the Outlaw carts here coming up just to get Carly as much experience as possible. You know, obviously I want to go do the sprint car thing. We want her on the sprint car as much as possible, but I'm so torn because I want Carly to experience the opportunities that she has. You know, she's in a really good spot now with Truck Shop Motors and Ed Boyd Racing, and she's been, you know, really quick and making so much progress over the last few races very fast at Cycleland. So anyway, a great run for her. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that onboard footage and hearing a little bit from her before the A main event. Now, one quick thing that I want to talk about before I end today's video, and that is a recent partnership that I just formed with RaceFit. RaceFit, that is what the RF stands for here on this t-shirt. Anyway, RaceFit is an online mobile platform that specifically caters to racers that are looking to work out. Now, obviously, fitness is a huge part of racing. You don't just win races on Saturdays, you win races during that preparation, you know, from Sunday to Friday, working on your race car, making sure it's all together, making sure it's fast, but also making sure you're physically ready to hit the track. Now, through RaceFit's mobile app, you guys can do all your workouts right there and record each day what you're going to be doing. Now, also, they can send you specific workouts for what you're looking to, you know, get better on, whether that's like your endurance, maybe you want overall strength, or anything else that you're looking to improve on. Now, right now, I'm currently on one of their programs, and it's for body weight only because there's no gyms open around me, so I've just been doing all the workouts here at my home. And they are super quick and easy, and I already feel like I've started to see some really good results here in just the past 4 to 6 weeks. Now, if you'd like to check out some more details on RaceFit and check out some of the plans that they offer, it's a monthly subscription, so for X amount of dollars a month, you know, they'll give you a personal plan that's right for you, or they have some other workouts that they offer for another small fee per month. Anyway, if you'd like to check them out, that link will be at the top of the description. But anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Drop a comment down below congratulating Carly on her awesome top 5 run, her first top 5 in the open class, and I'm pretty sure many more will come, and pretty soon she might be standing on the podium and possibly in victory lane. All I know is I gotta watch out because Carly might be stealing my ride here soon. Anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some content of Carly, as much more of it will be coming here soon. See you guys all in the next one. Deuces.